Hey, and welcome back to How to Be Real, a place where we can be real in a world obsessed with fake. Okay, I am Tasha B. I'm an actor, filmmaker, writer, and creator, and definitely enjoying our pregame dip. Definitely enjoying that. I know you want to.
We know you want. We made a dip, y'all.
We made a dip, and we did dip. She dipped, I dipped, we dipped.
And I'm Tay. I'm a creative producer, lover of all things wellness, and your favorite local yogi. Ready again for another exciting episode of How to Be Real.
Okay, let's dive on in, because once we get that out the way, I say, how you doing, Tay? What's up, girl?
My girl, I'm doing good. You know, I feel like I have been learning a lot about myself in these last couple of days. I talked to you yesterday, and I had therapy yesterday, and it's always, kind of like a crapshoot with therapy. You never really know what you're about to get.
Right.
Like, sometimes you go in and you're like, I'm going to be talking about A, B, C, and D, and it ends up being a lot lighter and like kind of more chill. And sometimes you're like, oh, I have nothing to talk about. And then you leave and you're like, I think I need to reorganize my entire life when you leave, because you're like, what? So I feel like overall, like, solid, but I think I'm just in the like after haze or the hangover of a deeper therapy session.
It's lingering. It's like the effects are lingering. I heard that.
Yes, the effects are lingering. But how are you doing, girl?
I'm doing cool. I feel like I am in the midst of learning balance when it comes to life always, right? But also like vulnerability, being vulnerable, and like how much to give away and how much to kind of keep for myself. You know what I mean? Like how much of this is like what I need someone else to see or hear, and how much of it is actually, I do want you to hear, maybe the gist of this, but I don't really want you to be there for all of it. Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Kind of like that, taking inventory of that. So just kind of looking for that balance. Yes. And also, we'll get into a little bit later, just our little struggle with letting go of that wheel of control, the wheel that makes you feel like you're in control, but you really ain't. You're just gripping a wheel. You're just white knuckling. You know.
Yep. You're not behind a car. You're not behind nothing.
You're
like just
no
holding
car.
The wheel. There is no wheel.
You're holding a floating steering wheel.
Literally, that's it.
It's connected to nothing.
That's it.
And nothing happens.
It's like when you give a baby like the play keys.
The little fake remote. Here you go.
Literally, here you go.
Who's on your phone? Nobody. It's not a real phone. It's totally fake.
But the baby's like, girl, you tripping?
You better answer this call. Right. Take the call and say hello. Sure.
Right. So, but we'll get back to that. Y'all.
Oh my gosh. Bringing us to our shout out. Just giving a shout out to Miss Claudia Golden. She is a Nobel Peace Prize winner for her work in economics. Sorry. She is very good with numbers. She's also written a few books. One of the ones that stood out to me that I'm like, ooh, I want to read that. It's like Understanding the Wage Gap.
Oh, yes.
Just like, and I think she wrote it in like the 90s or early thousands. Like she's been on her stuff.
Ahead of her time.
Yes. She knows what she's talking about. And as proof, we have, she took on a volunteer role helping the WNBA players negotiate the biggest pay increase that any union has ever received. 400% raise for these women.
A girl's girl through and through, honey.
For the girls. A girl came through for the girls, and we just love that.
Thank you.
Just wanting to give a shout out to Miss Claudia Golden, because the girls deserve to be paid, because they're talented. People are watching. I was talking to Dell about this recently. I was talking about how, growing up, I had female athletes to kind of look up to, but the female athletes, the amount of female athletes that the girls have to look up to now, especially like Black female athletes, even like multiracial. I think there's some Asian girl athletes. Yeah, there are. Like you think about the gymnasts, the track athletes.
Yeah,
track and field events. All of just what we're able to see. You can just see so many, like shot put, rugby.
Yep.
I didn't even know there was women's rugby. Women's hockey. There was the first black girl on the women's hockey U.S.
Sledding,
team. Luge, all these different things. It's so dope and inspiring to see women killing it in sports.
Yes.
Like, it's just so dope. And I love that it's everywhere now.
Coming to the freaking surface, because it's like, it's not that they weren't there before. It's just
we can see them, and especially as a kid, like to see. I love seeing WNBA players in commercials the same way we'll see NBA players in commercials. Yeah. I love seeing that because it just. I'm thinking as a woman, that's cool. I like that they're doing that. But the young girls, it's just gonna be normal.
Yes.
And I love that. Like, you're so used to seeing these athletic women in the same spaces as these athletic men. Mm-hmm. Getting the sponsorships, getting the money. I love it. Back then, what did we have? We had Serena. She was everywhere that the male athletes were, and the Nike and Gatorade commercials, but it wasn't too many other female athletes.
Lisa Leslie?
Yeah, Lisa Leslie. I remember I met her a few times. Oh my God.
Yes, like we love that. And it's like only up from here,
Only up from here. Let's keep resetting what's normal.
Yes.
I kind of don't really like when people are like, let's make this normal. It's normal. Like, can we just make it normal for da-da-da? I think that all we need to do is just keep expanding normal. Mm. And everything could be, maybe not everything, but the positive changes we want to see can absolutely be just, it is normal.
Yeah,
I'm deciding female athletes getting large sponsorships, getting paid what they're worth for their talent and skill, that's normal. It's actually not normal for that not to be happening.
Thank you, that part. Get it together.
Let's get normal. Bringing us to our 3 realists. And these are songs or albums that take us back in time a little bit, a little time travel moment.
Right here, we want to go back.
Yeah, we're gonna take it back. Sometimes a little bit way back. So, what are yours? Let me hear yours.
So I shared this one with you yesterday. What a time to be alive. Mm-hmm. Drake and
I was gonna put that on mine, but I was like, she's gonna put it on.
Yeah. 2015 is when that album came out, and it really takes me back to a time in early adulthood running them streets.
We were in the streets. And what a time to be in the streets.
Oh.
What a time to be in the streets, bro.
Come on. Well, 21, 22, 20. That was 23 in 2015?
You and yours. But you and mine.
Hey.
Are you talking teams?
What?
Are you talking teams?
Period.
Are you switching sides? Want to come with me?
Hey.
Yeah.
What a time. Man.
Hey, to be alive.
Okay. So that was just, even just thinking about it makes me like, hype. I have a vision of like just being in the car, windows down. Just
you don't know what to put on?
Yep.
We're pulling up on the fucking gun. Hey. I ain't talking about big money.
Yeah. See?
If you weren't there, play it next time you want to have fun.
Yeah. That's
getting ready.
Ooh.
We in the car.
Right. Heading out, just
then you hear it in the club. Hey. Yeah. Jumping.
This boy up to something.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Following up next, Love Hate by The Dream.
Ooh, I haven't heard that album in heck a lot.
I just listened to it like over the weekend.
I have to listen to it.
Girl, hit after hit after hit.
Yeah, The Dream. He got hits.
I need a fast car, but can it go to bed? Drive me all night and park it in my bed.
Yeah, that's a good song.
2007 is when that album was released. And that just takes me back to sophomore year of high school. Being just like in my MP3 player. I did not have an iPod. I had a black MP3 player, but it was touchscreen, which was pretty cool.
That's cool.
And it lit up blue. It was very cool.
That's cute.
Yeah, it was pretty fire. The design, in my opinion, was kind of a little more fire than the iPod, but like, you can't.
The iPod is just absolutely basic.
It was basic.
I feel like iPod was the standard.
It was the standard, so it's like, come on. It reminded me of like burned CDs, like mix CDs off LimeWire.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So anyways, that if you have not listened to some Dream, go ahead and get back to Love Hate, because that got love songs on it, like LUV songs, like it just
LUV songs.
Girl, it's good. Last one, Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay.
2012.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. And that was some throwback lore. The very first time, like, me and Rod went on a date.
Oh, how cute is that?
And that was like his favorite album. And he had a Mustang, an all-white Mustang. Her name was Sheila.
Hey.
And shout out R.I.P. Sheila. And he had like woofers in his car.
Hey.
And so we would be smoking in his car, listening to that album like on repeat.
The Dream one?
Good Kid, Mad City.
Good Kid, Mad City. Yes. Okay.
That would be hella funny if who's listening.
I know. I was like, okay. No, that's literally what I was thinking. Like, okay, y'all be smoking and listening to love songs. All right, girl. We know who the fast car was. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, Sheila saw some things.
You're hella funny, bro.
That was it takes me back to that time of just like, you know, me and Rod, like super early days of just kicking it, getting to know each other, being friends, like, and just listening to music, getting stupid lit, just being in random neighborhoods in the car, bumping Good Kid, Mad City, being like, why don't y'all go somewhere? Go to somebody's house. Why are you
like, why is it people walking by? What are they even doing?
Just smoking, burning it down. Like,
got some chips.
Literally. So, anyways, great albums that I could listen to easily front to back. What about you, Tosh? What are your three?
I was just going through and getting the year for these because I like how you were putting the year.
Yeah, it takes you back to the moment.
It does. It takes you back. So my first one is Emancipation of Mimi by Mariah Carey. Came out in 2005. I was in like 4th or 5th grade when it came out. And bro, when I tell you I felt those songs, every single song, I knew every word to every song. Hoop, hoop, doom, doom, hoop, hoop, doom, doom, like that, I was singing. Oh my God. I would go in there and you think you're doing something, you shut your door.
Yep.
With your radio up, singing. I'm like, I'm sure it was loud.
The whole house heard it. The whole house could hear it.
Such a good album.
The best, honestly, I'm going to say it. I think it's the best Mariah Carey album.
I think it is. It's my hands down favorite. It's one of my favorite, like, albums from back then. Like, that was such a good album. And you know, she put her whole larynx in that damn, all of her vocal cords in that album. Because my God. And I just have, it reminds me of me just being in my room doing whatever, but having that on and just like singing all the songs while I'm doing anything, coloring, playing my Barbies. Yeah. I gotta shake you off. Breaking up with Ken to the soundtrack. Yo,
that's
just cute.
Also such a good album to return to when you just want to belt. You know, you just want to sing. That's a good one to return to when you're just like,
it really is. It really is. You're on the road and you just need something that you could just, you're going to play that whole album all the way through and it takes you on a journey. The songs are good songs.
Good.
If it's worth your while, say something, say something. So yeah, that whole album, I couldn't pick a song. Could never. But my next one is from 2001, Usher's You Got It Bad, specifically 8701. Great freaking album. Love that album. But so that's the album this is off of. But You Got It Bad specifically because that was a song that when it came on in the car, my mom, my brother, and I, all three really liked it. And so my mom would turn it up and we would all sing it. You got it bad when you're on the phone. We would all be singing it. So it's just like a memory I have of us all together in the car just singing that song. Hella loud, rolling through someone's neighborhood. On the way home from school, on the way to my grandma's house, like just us singing that. It's just hella funny. And I would be like, I like us.
I like us.
Little family.
We're a cute family.
But yeah, we would all of us would be singing that song.
Fun. Usher, we got our eyes on you though, bro.
We'll talk about that later.
Right. Okay,
oh my God, but still a great song.
Yes, amazing song.
And my last one is Blind Man by Xavier Omar. I really liked that song when it first came out. I don't know when. I didn't even care because nothing beats me and Dale. We danced to that at our wedding. And when I listen to it, it takes me back to that moment. And I'm like, oh. it made me love that song so much more. I already loved it. And that's why it was like, oh yeah, we're dancing to this. Because it's a song that he was like, this song reminds me of you. And I was like, oh, back when we were like dating. Yeah. And so I was like, oh, let's dance to this. And it's a good memory and it's a good song.
It's a bit
I can love you with my eyes closed. I don't lose sight of your beauty because your heart is fat gold, baby. Yee! Hey. If you haven't heard it, listen to it. Xavier Omar has a very beautiful voice.
He does.
The song is super lovey and good.
And that song, or the mixtape that song is on, is also
very
really good.
Yeah.
Or EP, whatever it is.
He has a lot of great songs. Me and Dale went to see him in concert, I think, year before last.
Great.
Hella great. He was at Harlow's?
Ooh.
Harlow's. Yeah, he was at Harlow's.
Oh, I know.
Standing right in front of the stage.
Oh, I know that went hard.
It was so cool. Dale surprised me with tickets. He was like, we're going on a date, dress cute. And we went, and I was like,
how
so
fun.
Cool. And, that's our wedding song. When he did that song, I was like, this is so cool. We were dancing. It was fun.
Full circle moment.
But honorable mention to Ray Schremer. I never know how to say that. Somebody come get her. She dancing like a stripper. Hey, somebody come get her. She dancing like a That stripper. Is another one of them songs where we were outside, and when it came on, the girls went wild. We went wild in the rental car. Woo! We went wild in the club. Yeah, we did. We went wild walking down the damn street, somebody playing it on their phone. Okay. We went wild in Ruth Chris Steakhouse. That song wasn't even on. We were singing it.
We were singing it. We were singing it so hard. People said, "Are y'all a girl group?
Are y'all a girl group?" Because we were lit in that Ruth Chris.
Lit. I was so lit. I couldn't even eat for real.
We were lit. We brought the party to Ruth Chris.
We did,
and they loved us.
They loved every bit of it. They loved every bit of it. San Francisco Ruth Chris, shout out to you.
Shout out to you because
we got good service.
We got really good service. People wanted our autographs. They were taking videos. Oh my God, that was fun.
Oh gosh, if we had phones like how we do now.
Oh my God, social media was how it was. We had a story, bro.
We would have gone viral.
Oh my God, that was so. So yeah, that song takes me back.
Way back into time.
Played that at the wedding too. And just gonna get the girls on the floor.
Yeah,
okay.
And it did.
Dancing like a stripper. Okay. Stealing all the liquor.
Ooh, it's like, where my man at?
I'm breaking everybody off right now.
All right.
Oh my God, but yeah, that was fun.
That was a solid bonus.
I had to.
Yeah.
I had to. I was picking between my wedding song and that song, and I was like, I'm gonna just do both.
Yes.
We be having four.
We be having bonuses,
Oh my gosh. Okay. Transitioning from fun and ha 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 to like, okay.
Now get to real life.
We're getting to the weekly real.
Weekly real. No, for real. Okay. Sidebar for the listeners and for you, Tasha. Did you see that video of Justin Timberlake doing his beatboxing? And he's like from like 2004 or something, and Britney Spears is in the audience and she's looking at him like looking crazy. Everybody loves him. Everybody's like, yes, Justin. And he goes, Timberlake. Bro,
what?
I swear to you,
he's on a stage?
Crazy. He's on a stage. He's at like an award show.
I wonder, is it the Grammys or like the MTV?
It probably was like the MTV Awards or something, but they kept showing Britney's face and she's just looking like, bro, I just feel like that's crazy. Oh my God. But our little weekly reel intro made me think of that.
Oh my God.
Justin Tim.
People from the early thousands are not everyone's aging like well. And by aging well, I don't mean like the way they look, just like the way they were acting back then. For clips to be resurfaced. Some people, the clips are resurfacing and it's like, whoa, this person is like iconic. Like Queen Latifah, her stuff popping back up is like, bro, Queen Latifah's just always been that girl. Her hair has always been just beautiful.
A golden brown silk press. Love it.
The best silk press you've ever seen in your life.
Ever.
It's always been like that.
Touch.
She's always been that girl, and she's looked the same for my whole life. I don't know what's going on with that, but like, he's one of those people that like those clips of him, especially since like for me, I did the heaviest eye roll when he was like, "I'm getting back to my roots," and did that like weird alternative rock country MAGA music thing, and it was really just like, okay, what? This is your roots?
All right.
All these years later, okay. And so now the fact that you were beatboxing at the award show on stage like that?
But what's his name? The other dude who was also in Mickey Mouse Club, Ryan. Is his name Ryan? He's married to bro, what is it? He's from La La Land and
Ryan Gosling?
Ryan Gosling.
I didn't know he was in Mickey Mouse Club.
That's crazy. Girl. So he was singing alongside, Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake when they were in Mickey Mouse Club, and he's singing Jodeci. Girl, he's doing a cover of Jodeci as a Mickey Mouse Clubber.
What? And so, what's going on at Disney? Why are the babies singing Jodeci?
And there was a recent interview he was in, and they asked him, do you still be singing Jodeci? And he's like, oh, all the time. I always sing that song.
I mean,
he's like, yeah.
You have to like.
I still be going in.
Yeah. I mean, you have to like. It's Jodeci.
It's Jodeci. And you were a young kid in the 90s.
And he married Eva Mendes. He's not. I feel like Justin Timberlake.
His aging is great.
Justin Timberlake seems like he is just somebody that is deeply insecure. Like, you don't know who you are. That wasn't you. We all thought you coming out with the braids and the beat by, and I'm the hip hop white boy. We thought that that's who you were. Mm-hmm. We thought that was just your vibe, and it wasn't.
Nope. Because I'm not ashamed. I know. I was a big JT fan.
I know.
Okay.
I know, girl. When I remember I sent you that video of him.
Yeah. Yes. I hate it. I cannot stand the fact that he's going out like this. Like, it's so weird. Like, stop being so. You really are just like a regular white dad. Like, you just don't even look like the JT we used to know.
No, you were never cool.
You were never cool.
You just had good PR.
You had great marketing team.
You were a product. Wow. Sold to us, and you were never cool.
Wow.
Yikes.
And you didn't stand on business because what you and your team or whatever did to Janet, hate that.
That was, I feel like, I'm going to be real. I'm going to be so real. That was the thing that exposed him. Yeah. That was the
Yep.
Oh, Justin Timberlake. Mm-hmm. And I was too young. When that happened, I wasn't old enough to be all in the business like that. Mm-mm. But then you grow up and you look back and you're like, I do remember being like a teenager and being like, why is it her fault? It's seeing that video, he rips her clothing. Why are we not mad at Justin Timberlake?
Literally. Why does she have to take the brunt of the fall? Like,
he removed her thing and her titty was just there. What did y'all want her to do?
Like,
make it disappear?
Right.
How could she have she was literally, and I don't know. It's very much, I feel like, wow. And then why are we mad at Janet?
And she had a tassel on her titty. Yeah. So it's like, nobody even saw a real boob.
It wasn't a nipple.
It wasn't a nip. Like, in these days and times, that ain't nothing. Ain't nobody caring about no nip.
Yeah, what the heck?
Anyway.
Whatever.
Anywho, sorry. I derailed us based on our weekly reel intro. But
but honestly, we could go on about anything. No.
Yeah, no, literally. And speaking of anything.
Speaking of just about anything, weekly reel, let's get real about the struggle of, just kind of flowing, surrendering. Earlier we mentioned that steering wheel. Mm-hmm. Letting go of that steering wheel because, girl, there's literally, you're not steering anything with it.
No, you're not.
So we're just talking about that. The struggle of letting go, surrendering, trying to go with the flow. Mm-hmm. I think we've both said that we want to be more go with the flow type people, and that's just not been who we are. I feel like when it comes to certain things, we can be.
Yeah.
Like back then when we was getting lit, flow. It was go with the flow, but also to a certain point, because we're not just going to be
doing any old damn thing.
Or we're also not finna just be out at 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning with nowhere to go. Honey.
Right.
At a certain point, it's 1 a.m. If we don't have a destination, let's go to my house, your house.
Exactly.
Let's go to somebody's house.
Let's go. Let's get under a roof.
Okay, let's park.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know. But yeah.
Dead ass.
Really, this was all inspired by, we both set those intentions. We had spring intentions. If you saw our pregame, we made a little spring intentions cake.
Yep. And we mentioned a little bit in the podcast about our intentions and things for this new season. But
But we were talking on the phone yesterday, and honestly, we were both kind of struggling with some similar intentions. Mine specifically was to flow. I specifically said I want to flow. Mm-hmm. And while flowing, when the stakes are pretty low, is easy. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got to change your walking route. Great, fine, it's all right. You're going to be late for that shoot, but only by like 10 minutes. Oh, okay, let me just, shoot somebody a text or a phone call, let them know I'm going to be late, and drive safely. Yeah. But when the stakes are higher, and it's a plan, and it's a plan that I made to get my Pilates certification in Q1 of 2026, then I do everything I can do, and that class gets canceled.
By no fault
Not
of your
because
own.
of me. Yep. They cancel the entire class. Yep.
It's like, oh.
That, for me, feels high stakes. Maybe it's probably not. Who knows? I'm dramatic. You know what I'm saying? But it feels high stakes. Like, it feels like, damn it.
Mm-hmm. Because it's your life, though.
It really is like a plan. Like, it really was like a whole thing that I felt like I did a lot of, like, talking to people and research and, getting the money and, just figuring out this whole thing that I was going to do, and then preparing mentally and emotionally to, like, go and take this class and expand in this way, and then making a plan for, like, okay, what am I going to do after that? Where are some places that I can apply to work? Anyway, all of that to say, that's where I'm at. And that's just one of the things with that, again, it's like, it makes it be like, do you want to flow?
Right, because, I don't know, do I want to fucking flow? Because I don't know. I can absolutely relate, because my intention was to find more moments of purposeful rest. Like, not just doing it because I have to. Oh, it's bedtime, gotta go to bed. Like, of course. But, like, times where I can actually be like, okay, I don't have to. I'm choosing to rest. I'm choosing to do something either that brings me a little bit of, like, calm and peace, relaxation, or maybe I'm choosing to do absolutely nothing, and like I'm taking a little break where I put everything down and I just feel boredom, you know what I mean? Like, or, whatever it is. Choosing it, not allowing it to choose me, you know? And that has also been very effing hard. Yeah. It's been very difficult over the course of just like these last couple of weeks, really. I've been like, man, I'm feeling a lot of pushback. My body wants to naturally just like be busy, like straight up busybody, whether it be working or whether it be doing chores or whether it be whatever it is. It's like just the need to move and do and think and plan and things like that. And it's like, okay, doesn't really feel like resting. That doesn't really feel like resting your body. And it's been such a weird back and forth with myself, because I'm like, well, I do like moving. I do like being active. I do like being busy, and I like the feeling of accomplishing things. But at the same time, it's like, I don't like the feeling of feeling like it all has to happen right now.
Right.
Of having to feel like I'm so busy and moving that I don't have time for just myself, or to spend time with just me and my man, or us together and my dog. Like, you know what I mean? It's like there's different things that I don't necessarily like about it. And it's just basically trying to feel out the feeling of, like you just said, do I really want to rest? Yes, I do want to rest. But it's like, how do I do it purposefully without feeling like a psycho?
Or without feeling like I'm fighting it the whole time.
Literally.
Like, for me, that's the
pushback.
I don't know about you, but I don't feel like I'm not flowing. I just feel like I was talking to my husband about it, and I was like, I feel like I have committed to being on the inner tube in the river. Mm-hmm. And what happens is, if the river gets too stagnant, I'm splashing. I'm trying to move us. But the river, the river's slow, and I don't want the river to be slow. Or the river is fast as hell, and I'm trying to put a foot down and stop myself instead of just flowing along with the rapid and just being like, all right, yeah, it's rough waters. Let me just make sure I'm safe. Keep my hands and feet in the inner tube and just find a comfortable spot in it. And then, or just sitting in the stillness when things slow down. You thought there was going to be a current taking you a certain way, and it's like, oh, maybe it's not going anywhere. Maybe it's going a different way, you know? But whatever it is, I feel like those are the moments where it's like, I want to control like where the flow's going and how fast it's going. So I'm kind of like, I'm fighting it. At certain points, I am fighting it. So I don't know if you feel like that's what it is, where there may be sometimes you choose it and it's like, oh, this was an easy little choice right here. And then there may be sometimes where you're choosing it and it's like, actually, I'm going to take a nap. And you're just like fighting the nap, keep grabbing your phone. You're just like, no.
Yes.
And it just feels like a fight.
1000%. Yes. It feels like fighting. It feels like pushback. I'm getting major freaking pushback, not in all moments, but in some key moments for sure. Yeah. For sure. And I feel like almost more often than not, you know, lately it's been that way.
Yeah. I think for me, I just feel like I've noticed that sometimes my response to stress is to stress. And then it's like, that hella doesn't make any sense. That makes zero sense. And it's like double stress. Where you're just like, stress stresses me out. And you're just like, okay, but now what are you doing though? You're just like taking a double dose.
Pretty much. Like, I don't know what that's. And it kind of brings me to like the piece that we were chatting about, where it's like, if I allow myself to go with it too much, like if I'm like, okay, fuck it, I just have to go with the rest. I have to go with the, you know, stop fighting, just go, you know, just flow.
Totally surrender to
it. It can easily go the other way. Yeah. Like it can easily be too much of a quote good thing, you know, where it's like, okay, now I'm not paying attention to anything. Now I'm just, like you said, you're in the inner tube. Now I'm out the inner tube. My body done slipped out the inner tube, and I'm just going along with it, just staring up at the sky.
I don't remember the last time I inhaled.
Nope. I'm like, I don't even remember having the inner tube on. Now I'm just, when was I ever not a part of this stream? Now my bathing suit's
slipping off.
Literally. And it's like, that's not great either.
No.
That's not great either.
Oh, yeah. I feel like, okay, I don't know about you, but one of the things that makes this hella hard is because I am a recovering control freak. And I feel like for some reason that stress that I mentioned, like if I put stress on my stress, that tension feels like control to me, even though it's not. It's absolutely not. It is an illusion. But somehow, at some point, my brain said, hey, if this stressful thing goes on, if you kind of stress and worry about it, that's kind of, you got it. You're on top of it. You're on top of that thing if it's at the top of your mind. But at the end of the day, like, you know, being where I'm at, I'm realizing actually there's a way to be on top of it without it needing to be the first thing on your mind, without you needing to stress about this stress. And honestly, you might be more successful in figuring out your next step if you give yourself a break from the stress for just a second and actually give yourself space and time to think. Because sometimes, you know, you ever been in that situation where you got to think? I'm trying to think. When you say that hell out, I'm trying to think. Hold on. And it's like, I'm trying to think. Always sounds so funny to me. Like, I am trying to think.
Yeah.
Work,
be quiet.
I'm trying to think.
Turn that shit down.
I need to think. Sitting there silent. Are you still there? Like, yeah, I'm trying to think. Hold on.
Yeah, for real. I'm trying to think.
But yeah, those are the moments where it's like, okay, do I need to try to think, or do I need to give myself space to think? Maybe it's a meander I need. And sometimes you can meander through your house. You know how you do when you're on the phone.
Oh yeah, just walking around.
You can do that in your house with a dust cloth in your hand. Just meander around, dust things. That's cool. You know, doing just the mundane things, like you said, that like allowing that boredom.
Just allowing the boredom.
Something that I was excited when the weather kind of got better is sitting on my porch. Like I have like a little area out there. I have a rose bush that has roses on it now. And you know, I have my garden. And so it is nice to just kind of sit out there.
Yeah.
And just sit. I know something I like to do on the porch is eat like ice cream. I have ice cream on a cone. Sit and eat an ice cream cone and just watch the people go by.
How cute.
Just little stuff like that. Like, just let your mind think. Don't try to think.
Let it think.
That thing that's on your mind, you'll come up with some thoughts. You don't have to try. Your brain will do it.
Look, honestly, I straight up had to, gosh. So the conversation that I had, a little bit of the conversation I had with my therapist was about that I did not want to think about something. Like, speaking of like trying to think, I was like, I just don't. She was like, how have you been feeling about, what you're sharing with me? And I'm like, I don't know. I honestly have not been thinking about it. And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, I have purposefully been not thinking about it, like not spending too much time, with it and digging deep into how I feel about it. I just haven't been thinking about it because I feel like if I do spend too much time there, it's going to derail some kind of, again, invisible fucking goal chasing timeline that I have for myself. And I'm like, and I don't have time to feel this fucking stressed out. Like, I feel like if I think about it, it's gonna stress me the fuck out, bring out anxiety that I'm like, I have a trip that I need to prepare for in the next month. And
I have things to do.
I have things to do. And the way anxiety comes to me be derailing my shit. And so I'm like, I just haven't been thinking about it. And of course, as soon as she asked that, after the session, it was like that. It had opened the door just a little bit.
Plant that seed. That's what they do.
Plant the seed.
That's what a good therapist will do. Plant that seed.
And it was like the thoughts started coming. I was like, oh no. I didn't want this for
Not
real.
that box. Why'd you open that one?
I didn't open that box.
Damn it, now I lost the
lid. Literally. And so I feel like sometimes when you do allow yourself to either like sit and be with it, or maybe even like if you're, a girly like me who sometimes needs to, would the right word be compartmentalize?
Yeah, compartmentalizing.
Who needs to compartmentalize? I will say that something that I'm experiencing currently is like, if you don't look at it and you don't think about it or give yourself space to let the thoughts come, you'll start like maybe dissociating. I'm kind of a dissociative girly.
You slip out.
You
floating. You're not even in the river. You in the air.
Literally. And I am Vata? I'm such a Vata type of girl.
Air sign. Aries, right? Aries, air sign.
Fire.
Oh. I feel like I always think that. The zodiac is very like, I know, like Aquarius is not a water sign.
I know. And Aquarius definitely sounds like aqua.
Literally.
You know what I mean? Like aqua.
Same with Aries. That's why I always think, oh, air sign, fire sign. That's cool. I get along with fire signs. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Earth and fire, baby. We need each other.
We do. We really freaking do.
We do.
So, anyways, it's important to make some space for thoughts. Yeah. I think it's okay to not think for a little bit, but not for too long.
Yeah, time and place. Sometimes, kind of like what you said, I think we all do it, the compartmentalizing and dissociating. Like sometimes you have some intense stuff going on, but then there's something that you need to do. We all have to work. We're all, the economy is what it is.
Maybe take care of a family.
And if you have to work, but maybe there's some heavy stuff going on. I mean, even sometimes when like, you ever been into it with your partner at work? And you guys are like talking through text and it's like exchanging paragraphs while you're at work because you're both gone all day. That's dissociating, babe. You're going to go stand in a corner away from everybody, read that person's text, have your moment, type your paragraph, go over it a few times, make some edits and send it. And then have to calm down before you go back and be like, okay, are we ready for the next shot? You ready for me? Okay, cool.
Great. I'm so ready. I feel fresh.
That's dissociating.
Yeah.
So, we all do it. There's a time and a place for it, but I totally agree with you when it's like, hey, there comes a time when it's like, girl, you got to come back. You gotta come back. Don't stay in the sunken place.
No, you can't. You can't, because how you going to get out? Like,
cannot live there, honey.
You can't.
I know something else that makes it a little hard for me is fear. It's just, fear can be something like, you touched on like the expectations we have for ourselves and the timelines that we have for ourselves. And the fear of stuff like that, where it's like, I'm not where I'm meant to be, or I'm not where I'm meant to be, but I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Like, I'm supposed to be over here. I'm not where I should be. And the fear of like never getting there, the fear of, you know, even the delay sometimes is like, okay, what's going on? You know, especially with, again, the economy being what it is and the country being where we are, you really do just feel like, bro, oh my God, y'all picked now? Y'all picked now. Y'all picked right now
to act like this?
To do this. To really be the worst you've ever been.
Yeah. It had to be in this timeline.
Show us how fickle all this shit really the hell is. How unstable all of it is. Why are y'all doing this now?
Right now.
Speaking for all millennials.
Yeah, literally.
And probably the younger ones too, whatever y'all are. Because why now? Why are y'all doing this? We're all trying to have lives. The lives y'all told us we were supposed to have had.
Nope. And that's again another reminder that a lot of these rules and like timelines and shit are not effing real. We're literally seeing it.
And it literally can't
crumble.
It definitely can't be when you think generation wise, like what our grandparents and great grandparents had to do, were able to do versus what their kids and like we are able to do. It's like, bro, the times have changed
so much.
Times have changed. They were different then. That doesn't mean that there's no hope. It just means like you gotta have your own, again, be on your journey, be flowing down your stream.
Merrily.
As merrily as you can. No.
Yeah, no, for real. Merrily.
How merrily can we do this? Lord.
Literally.
Merrily, I don't know. So I'll get there. Yeah. I feel like right now I just want to get to the part where I'm not fighting it.
Literally.
At least I'm, contentedly. Calmly drifting down the stream.
Exactly.
With caution.
So, I was going to ask you, so as y'all know, we are over here we're reporting in real time about how we're getting through these intentions. Because the intentions, when you set it at the beginning, it feels good and it feels right and you feel inspired and motivated. You're like, new season, new time. Let me set these intentions, and it feels good, right? But then once it starts to become in practice, it's like, okay, that's another ball game. So I know we're early in our spring check-in.
We are.
I'm curious to know, knowing that the fight has been what it has been, what are your current thoughts of tactics of how you can continue from this point forward?
I know for me, it's very important. You mentioned something earlier about like trying to think of everything all at once, is taking it day by day and kind of really working on the feeling of urgency with certain things. Like something that I did. So March this month, or actually no, last month.
Right. Oh my gosh,
it's April 1st today, and by the time this drops, it'll be like April 3rd.
Yep.
So we in April.
Happy April, y'all.
Happy April, guys. It's a new month. But last month I was supposed to start the Pilates training, and this month or last month it was also canceled. So I at first felt like I needed to figure out the next step immediately. Like I need to find one that also starts in March or April. And I had all of these things that I was trying to do, and nothing. Everything was like, I think the earliest I found was like May. And it just feels like, okay, so there's no way that I'm going to start this in Q1 and maybe not even Q2. And that just makes you feel like, yeah. So... But what I did was I said, you know what? I'm going to give myself March to actually feel the feelings of this and think about what I might want to do and maybe not be too attached to any plan right now, but just kind of get ideas and see what feels right. Like really feel into how I feel instead of looking online and doing research and talking to so-and-so and talking to so-and-so and reaching out to so-and-so and seeing who, hey, do you know anybody? Like instead of doing that, tap in to me.
Tap inward.
And see like what actually, let's think of all the solutions from we just don't even do this Pilates shit to, maybe we do it a different way. You know what I mean? And everything in between. Let's think about that and just think of all of them.
Yeah.
And see what feels like it aligns with you. Because something I've noticed about myself, and I posted this on my Substack, I was like, I feel like I have been praying for alignment for a while, but I be trying to force stuff, and that's not alignment. Like you cannot have the habit of trying to force things and pray for alignment. Like
Tasha,
you gotta wait. You do gotta. It's intuitive. That's feminine. Alignment is feminine energy. Forcing, that's masculine, baby. You just trying to do it. And there's a time and a place for both. I'm not knocking either one. Because there's a time where you're just like, I'm going to make this work. You know what I mean? We all got to be able to hop into that type of gear. But I'm praying for alignment.
Yes.
If I want alignment, I dang near got to align with the alignment.
Exactly.
I got to align with that energy, and really tap into that and not be so in this do, I need to do, it's urgent, it's right now energy. Like, what are you going to align with?
Yeah.
Are you even going to be able to tell what aligns? Unless you're taking deep breaths and feeling it out. So I gave myself March to feel it out. And I think I have a plan. I'm not ready to announce it here just yet. But I talked to you about it. I think I'm going to go that route.
Okay.
It's a little more intuitive, instead of just,
Yes, I do.
But yeah, I feel like that's something that I'm doing, where it's just like, I'm doing it day by day and give myself time, like to really try to take down that urgency and just like, it's okay if I take a minute to feel it.
Yep.
Feel it out.
Let
my mind wander about it and, get in the air.
Get in the air. Yo, and I feel like I am absolutely loving giving the opportunity to let the mind wander. I feel like I need to tap into that a little bit more, but like I need to find a way. Some of the things I've been thinking through and was kind of like looking up to kind of like ground it at the same time, because my default is to go in the air.
Ooh, that's right. I mean? Earth sign, fire sign.
Yeah,
you're going up, and I am on the ground. So that's why for me, I need to get up, get lifted.
I need to get lifted, and I need to be grounded.
Yeah,
and so like I think a lot for me is, yes, allow myself the space without, because I think that's sometimes why I maybe dissociate, is because I can easily let the thoughts go and go and go and
Tornado,
sharknado, bitch. Like, exactly.
Sharknado is crazy. The fact that that's really a movie is crazy.
Like, it is a violent tornado in this bitch. It gets bloody around here. And it's like, okay, we don't need to Sharknado every time you want to think about something. Like, so, and we also don't need to go to shutdown either.
Oh, you're
okay, like,
she's finding that balance.
I'm finding that balance, like you were mentioning. And I'm like, I think for me, something that I'm going to start implementing and trying out, seeing if it works, because something that I've always been kind of like, not always, but definitely in the like, since COVID, which I think a lot of people have shit since COVID, but I have just found moments in time where I'm like, things are just kind of skipping, you know what I mean? Where I'm just like, cut to.
How was your weekend?
Yeah.
What day is it? Oh, it's Monday.
Yeah, okay. Exactly.
I think it was okay.
Like, it was fine, I suppose. And it's like, I was getting nervous. I was like, is that linked to Alzheimer's?
Oh my God.
I was like, bruh, you're my entire life. Thankfully, they were like, no, bitch, that's linked to dissociation. And I was like, oh, really? And they're like, are you also anxious? Are you that type of person? Because, yeah. So basically, well, I won't get into it here, but it's a whole like neuron thing that like your brain basically doesn't imprint certain memories because you're not fully like
in them.
Yeah, you're
Like
not fully in them. So it's like, oh, this is not important to remember. Like, and your brain
she
just
doesn't care
doesn't.
about this. She ain't even here.
Yeah, so whatever.
The lights are on, but no one's home.
Exactly. So even moments where you're like, oh, this is really fun. It's like, how fun is it? Like, is it really fun? Because we're not really remembering too much.
Time, or were you kind of gritting your teeth a little bit?
Exactly. And so I feel something that they, some of the research I was looking at was saying could be good that I want to start trying is doing either like a mini voice note or like a couple sentences at the end of your day, just saying some of the things that stood out from your day. And so I was like, okay, or maybe even just doing that a couple times a week and just, you know, just sharing what was going down. You know, of course, like reading, but it was like making sure that you're either rereading your journal or rereading or re-listening to the voice notes that you have like every so often. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, those are things that I could start with that aren't hard, you know, and don't take up too much time. And
hell yeah.
So, you know, we'll see.
Piggybacking on that, something that I started doing years ago, as an actor, there's a lot of jobs that you do that you have to sign an NDA.
Okay.
And a lot of us will think like, damn, if I can't record something and post it, did it ever happen? So I started just recording videos myself and just they're not to post. They're just for me. They're just in my camera roll. I might show it to Dale if it's some cool stuff. I might even show it to you. I think I've showed you a few videos of some of the projects where I'm like, oh, I can't even talk about that. That sucks. Yeah. But I have it. I can show you this video. I didn't do that. That's hypothetical.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Allegedly. Allegedly. But it's nice to have videos. And so it started with that, but now it also starts with like just a video of, you know, myself being like, oh my God, I just finished doing this. I just like the last one that I can remember I ran a 5K. And I was like, I just ran this 5K and man, it was tough, but I'm glad, I'm proud of you. You did it. It was hot out here. You were tired. You didn't even eat nothing, but girl, you fucking did that shit. I'm so proud of you. And it's just like a memory that'll pop up. And me and Dale have a bunch of memories like that of just like random times where it's just me and him and we're at the movies or something. Yeah. It's just like a random memory. It's like you don't post it, but it is just something you can look back. I find it helpful when a new month starts or even a new week where you're just like, man, how was last week? You can go back and you have these videos of you
from last week
really talking directly to yourself. Like, girl, this was cool. Can you believe you achieved this? Especially those achievements that are so personally niche.
Yeah, for real. Literally.
Where you're like, I'm so proud of you for not charging your phone next to your bed for this whole week.
Seriously.
You kept your phone. Your screen time is down 4 hours this week.
Hey,
yes.
That's a
Keep
win.
up the good work. And it's just like, does anybody else really care about this? Maybe not. You know, I'm definitely going to snap for you, but no one cares the way you do. So make the video for you.
That's a fact. That's a good one.
You can watch it back. And then you'd be like, oh, I remember.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm like that, and I was thinking of doing a like old school photo album.
I was just gonna say pictures too, and photo albums. Oh my God, I know.
My grandma had so many. Like when she passed, like we were all looking at all the ones she had, and we got to like split them up again between like her daughters, and it was really cool.
I know my grandma. She is a disposable camera girl.
To this day,
She'll still come up to you. Get together.
Oh, I love
the flash is like, whoa. But so she has so many pictures. I'm sure she does. My auntie is really good about digitizing, so she has like a few digital picture frames. If you go to her house, it'll just cycle through pictures. She loves pictures. Such a shutterfly. So I know she's gonna have
shutterfly. Yes,
she's gonna have memory cards, bins, books. She's gonna have all the archive, all of us at every age.
Yeah. Yep. Something cool to try.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. I think for me, I really am working on the kind of, you know, the the back patting, the good job. You know how Larry June, like, he's telling himself he did a good job. Like, giving myself this kudos. So, like, something that I'm thinking is like, okay, if I'm working on not fighting when things are going, if I have a moment where something happens and I go into instinct, my instinct is to just tense up and fight. If I catch myself and like relax in that moment, that's a win. And I need to mark that with, it could be anything. Treat myself to any little something. It could be, you know what, I'm about to make some dessert I like. I'm about to make some cookies because of that. I'm going to make, you know, what do I want for dinner? I'm about to make a little special dinner for myself because I did that. Or it could even just be like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and sleep in a little bit.
Right.
I'm going to do a face mask.
I earned this.
Let me sit in my little foot massager for a little while.
Yes.
My feet, you know, enjoy myself.
A little extra celebration.
Give myself a little love. Give myself even a hug sometimes. Kiss my hand. I like doing stuff like that. We're just like, good job, girl. I'm proud of you.
Yes.
Just making sure I'm acknowledging that, because I think the more times I acknowledge when I'm doing the thing, the more I'll feel like I'm actually making this progress. Like I actually am doing this. Because if our brains are kind of wired to notice when we're not doing it. And so if all I'm noticing is that I'm not doing it, then I just feel like I'm failing.
Yeah.
But if I'm taking time to be like, ooh, I caught myself. I was about to, I was geared up.
I had that backhand ready for myself.
To do what I always do.
Yep.
And I was about to, and I stopped. Ooh. Or maybe I did, and then it was like, wait, no. Let's stop doing that.
Got it before it got too crazy.
That's great progress. That's amazing progress, actually. Catching it in the moment, awareness is the first freaking step.
Okay.
So I'm marking it every time.
Thank you.
And every time.
That was not only awareness, but awareness and then pivot. Ooh, okay.
Awareness and pivot.
Awareness and pivot.
You know what they call that? Wisdom.
Oh, hello.
You're wise now.
Trust.
You're making better choices.
Wisdom. Hello.
With knowledge acquired. Wisdom.
Growth.
But that's my question for you, though. How are you planning to kind of bring awareness to some of these more rigid moments that you may have?
Gosh. Oh, my gosh. That is a good question. I feel like I'm still trying to figure that out, Tosh. I feel like at this moment, because what I need to do is I need to figure out a way to bring awareness to them and not like flood with awareness. You know what I mean? Like I need to figure out a way to just like, okay, how do we just dip the toe of awareness? Right. You know? I honestly, I think that and like me being willing to talk about things a little more, or just being open about it, even if it's just with myself, because I feel like I keep a lot of the things like locked up in my brain, you know, and I just am not like, I'm like, you know, I can keep it pushing. Yeah. Like I can keep it going. It's not gonna stop no show. Like I can just go and even if it's not like go, it's just like, okay, I just don't need to allow this to slow me down. But I think at some point it's like, it's okay if it does though.
It's okay to take a beat.
It's okay to take a beat. It's okay to maybe take a few days to just feel it, and maybe, I don't know, like trying not to find, again, back to the fear. I was just going to say, trying not to be afraid of the flood of emotions and thoughts and feelings, and being like, okay, well, maybe if I do have them for, you know, a couple days, that's okay. Yeah. And it won't be long lasting. Yeah. Versus if I fight it for a long time, then maybe the pushback or whatever happens might be a little longer, you know? So I think that really it is, I'm not going to lie, I think it really comes down to me just being afraid of like having a panic attack. You know, I feel like, valid. Fear. I'm fear of feeling fear.
Don't want to get too scared.
Yeah.
So let me just be a little scared.
Yeah, literally, because I'm like, my like panic attacks, it really traumatized me. Like it really felt like every time I had one, I felt like I was like, the thought of dying was so real and vivid. And even though it's like, you look back on, it's like, oh, you're fine. But in the moment, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like I'm gonna die, like here, right now.
We even see that they're like, it's like a trope in movies, even, where someone is like, I'm having a heart attack, I'm dying, and they rush into the ER, and it's like, it was an anxiety attack, and everyone's like, really?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like,
it do feel like that. It feels
you feel like something is wrong. You want to go to the hospital. Your heart rate is elevated. Your body feels like it is in danger, even though you are at home on the couch.
Yes.
And it's scary.
I think the first step, because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know, how am I going to do that? How am I going to allow myself? That's what it is. I need to find time. I need to make time, not just find it. I need to make time to feel. And I need to clear out like a good, at least 2 days, maybe 3, to just not have anything planned, to where I can just feel, and maybe things come up and maybe they don't. Right. You know, maybe I do, take the full 3 days to like just have the kind of emotional hangover that comes with opening the door to thoughts you don't want to feel. But also sometimes feelings also don't work like that. Sometimes it comes one day and it goes the next.
Yeah, and sometimes it comes while you're washing the dishes.
Exactly.
Or, having a great time.
Exactly.
Having a great time. Having a great time at dinner.
Yes.
And then you go to the bathroom. Boom.
And I think that also scares me, because I'm like, it might not be linear, like in the way that I'm thinking it is. So I think that is a good step that I can do to kind of be okay with entering that awareness, is at least just like, maybe for the first time that I choose to go deep in that way, I set aside a good day or 2 to 3 to just not have anything on me.
Give yourself the time.
Exactly.
Give yourself some time. Give yourself some freaking time. I feel like I'm saying that to you, but I'm also saying it to me too, because girl, it's so easy to feel like, okay, and we don't have time. But actually you do.
Yeah.
Actually you do. You actually do. Like, I was looking, before you came, I was looking at the dishes and I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to have time to do the dishes. And I was like, you have time. Like,
Yep.
You have time to do these dishes.
Yes.
Just do them.
Yeah.
Just start doing it.
No. Again, the urgency
like,
thing.
What is going on? Why am I acting like Tay's going to come over and be like, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, it's not that like, chill out. This is your home. Oh my God. I do want to ask you though, earlier you mentioned that it's very easy for you to Sharknado and you need to kind of ground things. What are some things that make you feel grounded?
Definitely yoga, because I breathe. I breathe
in your body.
In my body. It forces me to be in my body. I can't be anywhere else, because I'm like, not only am I...
start shaking.
Exactly.
A little too much.
And it's like, so definitely, and the breath paired with the movement is incredible. And I'm so blessed that I was able to find a few different, like, just incredible teachers at this different studios that I'm at, and even ones that I don't teach at, like ones that I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so at home in my body in this space. And yeah, it really feels like, I don't know, I get to just be. I get to just be, like, an hour set aside where I can just move my body and breathe, and nothing else is expected of me.
Did you fart in there?
No.
So you can't be.
Don't. But I don't. The thing is I rarely feel like I need to, but maybe that's because I'm just like,
do you ever, I don't know, I guess I asked that because like I do what I call gas yoga.
Yeah.
Because if that gas is trapped all in your back.
That's true.
There's several yoga poses. I have a whole flow.
Yes.
I should make a video.
You should.
It's gonna get the wind. The wind is gonna blow. That's why I asked that. And I have been in several yoga classes where someone farts.
Oh,
it's worse when it's a hot yoga class. Like, why would you fart in here? I would never fart. There's a bathroom. If I feel like it's like, I'm going to the bath. Like, I'm not gonna do everybody.
Yep.
I can't.
That's why I'm like, there's some teachers who are like, try to just stay in your one spot. Like, don't get off of your mat. Like, try to just stay right here. I don't care. Like, if you need to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom.
If I have to
poot. Because we're doing a lot with the body.
And depending on what I ate. Like, if I ate like a Caesar salad, okay, it's probably not going to smell like too crazy. But if I ate a burrito.
Right. And now you're doing wind removing pose, some wind might remove. So yeah, freaking yoga and breath work is amazing. Even breath work without the asana practice, the movement practice of yoga, that's also really, really helpful for me to ground. Any movement, walking, working out, like just that definitely helps to bring me into my body, because that's the thing. I need to feel, touch, see, smell. Like those are the things like that bring me back
Do you
down
have
to earth.
like I don't know, like a fidget or some little thing you can maybe have in your hand that can help ground you in those moments of stillness? Because something that like I'm hearing you say is like, you know, you're busy, 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 movement, movement, movement. So it makes sense that movement would ground you because that's what your body does like. And so it's not to say to not do those things, but if you can if you can find a way to sit still and ground, that is, and it's so funny because we really are like true to our signs. As an earth sign, meditating while like laying on flat on the ground was the way that I learned to meditate. Lay flat on the ground, and it was like, oh, now I can do this. Then my therapist was like, try walking meditation, and that was hard. That was so hard. I was like, my hands were balled into fists. I just felt so. How am I supposed to relax here? You know, I'm moving around. I don't know who's out here. Anybody could be out here. I gotta be on my P's and Q's. So it was like totally hard for me, and still sometimes is. Like I more so struggle with like walking meditation. It's a little bit. It feels like
counterintuitive.
Yeah, it just feels like what? No. So that's why I was like, ew. If you are trying to kind of break the go 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 go, being able to ground in like a very like still place.
Yeah, that's why I love a good like teachers or any classes that I go to that do like a good long like shavasana at the end where you just get to no talking, just like and same like I went through a really strong meditation period where I was just stillness, like either laying or sitting, and then I don't know what happened. I think you know how it is when something starts working and life just feels great, and then you kind of fall off.
Like, I don't need this anymore.
Yeah, actually, this is what kept you alive. And so, yeah, I think I do have a stone called my comfort stone.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, I got it in Joshua Tree actually. Ooh. And they were called. It was like a little display, and it was like comfort stones. Oh. And I was like, oh.
Emotional support rock.
Yes.
And a weapon.
Literally, yeah.
I need one for my walking meditation.
So, but that's a really good, I have not thought of having that in hand while doing like a meditation or as a reminder to like bring me
and back, kind of bridging that gap of movement and stillness, right? Because you can move your hand, but the rest of your body is still. And so it gives you that kind of stimulation that you need from movement without it needing to be a whole thing, like a yoga class or a walk or whatever. You could really just be in your bed, in your house, on your beanbag, you know what I mean, on the floor. And it could just be you and that. And so anyway, offering that.
No, I love that. And that's so perfect because, girl, I'm like, you know, I also have 2 Scorpio placements like in my big 3. So I'm also watery too. So something that I talk about with my therapist is like, she'd be like, girl, sometimes you be letting the fire take you and then the water take you. And so it's like, because sometimes
and that's dang near opposites. Like I know fire and ice is opposite, but technically water will put fire out.
Exactly. And so sometimes
fire will boil water. Like it's real. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
So sometimes I do be feeling like just stuck, but I don't be doing nothing. And it's like, I don't think I need to do anything ever. It's like, bro, get it together. Y'all, we are not perfect. This shit is hard. We be talking about so much, but this is what it looks like, feels like, sounds like to actually go through the shit we be talking about on here. It's not easy. It's a process.
It's really life. It's really life, and life is life. It's tough. Life don't give a fuck about us. life is gonna do her.
Yes,
she's on her own time in her Nissan Altima from the year 2, so it's real beat up. She don't give a damn about it or us. Hoopty. Okay.
Hoopty.
Life said, girl, this car ain't gonna break down.
Look.
But you might.
Buckle up.
Buckle up, girl. Get your tissues ready.
No, it's really just your feet is all beat up because you running it like the Flintstones car. Like you running life like that damn Flintstones.
Or you getting dragged by that damn Nissan Altima.
Yep, exactly.
Trying to run behind it. Hold on. I'm trying to get right. Oh my God. But I totally agree. This is absolutely, thralls.
Yeah.
They're like thralls.
Yep.
That's what this is. This is thralls 2026.
The theme of the year. You can't tell.
This is thralls.
Yeah.
Trials with a side of tribulations.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Thanks, America. I would say the beautiful, but girl, it's a mess. The last thing that I do want to say about this, and this is like a note to myself, a note to you, Tay, and a note to anyone listening, just take it one day, one thing at a time. And if you are making effort, you're doing it. And I'm proud of you.
Proud of you. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you too. I'm proud of you too listening. You're doing it. Transitioning to our last segment, which is a favorite. Hopefully it's a favorite of yours. I don't like that. I don't like that. What don't you like, friend?
Girl, I don't like Bill Gates.
Oh, me either.
Okay. Period. And then also, I don't like that he's funding a meat company called Upside Foods. You hear about this?
Yes.
That uses lab-created cells that never stop dividing, like cancer. It's a engine, a big like machine that basically spits out animal tissue, chicken, without needing any new animal. And they're marketing to folks as if it's like regular meat.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
They're calling it cultured meat.
I need.
That's what the label's gonna say. Cultured meat.
Thank you for sharing that because I didn't see that part. Because I was just gonna say I need a label.
Because you know that they're not labeling it. That's what I heard. I heard that may change. Hopefully it freaking changes. But I heard that they're trying to roll it out. He's been approved to roll it out without labels.
That's not that. See, okay.
And they're going to say things like cultured meat is going to be one of those things to where just
you have to
read your labels on your meat. All of it. I know you're saying chicken. I've seen that it's going to be beef and pork.
Really? Okay.
So just whatever meat you are buying, make sure if it says anything that you're like, what? That's new. It's probably this weird cancer meat.
Literally.
I don't know why they keep trying to poison us. What is your problem?
They say that it holds the same biological DNA as aggressive tumors and cancers.
Because, okay, somebody actually made this, I was watching some motivational speech and the person talking was like, do you know what never-ending growth is? Cancer. So if that's your approach to life, cancer.
Oh, what a word. What a word.
At some point, enough has to be enough, right? Because in nature, sometimes enough is enough.
Yeah.
Nature dies. Why do you want to live forever? Why do you want to keep exponentially expanding? What is that?
Yeah.
Cancer. Deadly.
Yeah, well, guess what? I don't like that.
I don't like that, Bill Gates. You're going to have everybody... at what point do we just riot?
How is a billionaire able to make that kind of fucking decision? I mean, I guess
he's funding it. It's not just him. I think that's the thing that people don't understand. Like there's a certain type of person who wants $1 billion and who gets $1 billion and wants more. I don't understand. Money is no object. You're playing Sims with the rosebud. Endless money. You can enter it anytime. Money is no freaking object to you. Why do you need more? Why are you trying to optimize the optimization?
Literally.
What's going on? At what point do you sit your ass down?
Why do you keep fucking with
and
us?
Enjoy your money in your life?
Right.
Why are you trying to make everybody's life worse? Why are you trying to harm people? But it seems like it's that type of person that gets there. You're fine harming people. You're fine putting kids in sweatshops. You're fine. You don't care how the money gets because you know you can get it.
Yep.
So who cares about ethics?
You're like, I won't be here to see it. So selfish ass.
Selfish, unethical, disgusting, evil, vile, and you will pay. You definitely will.
In this life or the next, buddy.
It's coming.
Yeah.
And looking at you kind of already are paying. Yeah. Like looking at these people, you look terrible. You look horrible. Sick. A lot of them are doing hella drugs. It's just like, of course you are. You're terrible.
They literally look like Siths.
Like you're terrible. You look like a tumor.
Like, yes.
You are a horrible person. Let's see you eat some cultured meat.
Right.
Bill. Do he even eat? He don't even look alive.
I know. Anyways, yeah, what you got, girl?
This is keeping some of the same energy. This is a personal story. So, 2 times last week, 2 different teenage boys in black hoodies on a bike literally tried to attack me with their bike. We're walking. One time it was at the park. One time it was at this street over here. So I'm walking, and the first time it was 2 boys on a bike. They're kind of riding their bikes. We're both in the bike lane because this street we're walking on doesn't have sidewalks. It's just like a really big bike lane and then 2 lanes. So I'm walking. I'm coming, from the gym, walking to my house. And I'm walking, and they're coming towards me on their bikes. So I see them from heck afar, and I get all the way to one side, and they look like they're going to pass me on my right. And just as I'm about to pass them, one of the boys gets up on his back wheel like a wheelie, and then starts turning his handlebars from side to side hella quick and aggressive, like,
what the hell?
And points his bike at me and tries to hit me. I jump out the way at the last minute. I'm like, what the fuck? And just scream it. I have headphones. I have like my big AirPods on, and I just scream, what the fuck? And then he like took off on his bike hella quick. And I was like, what the hell was that? Why did he try to do that? Was he really trying to do that? And I'm, like, angry about it, whatever. But I'm like, kids are kids, whatever. It is what it is. The second time this happens, same thing. I'm walking. This time I'm walking to the gym, and I'm going through this park around the corner from my house, and I'm in the park, on the park path. This time it's like 4 or 5 boys. I see the kids on the bike, and at this point, this is after that one. So I have a pepper spray. I had a pepper spray the last time, but I was wearing a backpack, and it was clipped to my backpack. This time it's in my hand, right? Because I'm like, I'm feeling crazy about this. You know what I mean? All the boys wearing black hoodies. They have their bikes. I see them. I'm like, all right. I'm far from them, and I get all the way to the side. Same fucking thing, girl. This boy was bigger, had a way bigger bike with thick-ass tires, and he sees me, looks at me, and I can see him pulling up. And he pulls up, and I grab my pepper spray, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking spray your ass. Get the hell away from me. Back up. And I move out of the way, and he comes back with his bike. I dodge the first one. He tries to come again. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking spray you. Get back. And he puts his bike down, and he's like, bitch. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is your problem? What is your problem? What is your problem? What is your problem? What is going on with these kids? And then I'm looking and I'm like, I think this is a fucking gang. They're all wearing black hoodies except one of them, right? So I go off and he like kind of stops and he's like 10 feet away and he's talking and I can't really hear him. So I'm just like, come back over here. Come back over here. And I'm like about to get my phone and record him and all the things. And he doesn't, right? So I'm like, whatever, dude. Oh my God. And I see a guy and I'm like, do you know these kids? Are any of these kids your kids? He's like, no, I don't know them. I'm like, well, they're trying to hit women with their bikes. So be careful. Anyway, and I walk over, and as I'm like waiting at the crosswalk, one of the kids rides up on the bike. I turn around with my parents. I was like, do not come over here. Right. And he was like, no, I'm sorry. Like, that was my friend. I don't know why he did that. Da, da, da. And I was like, well, you need to tell your friend the next time I see him, I will call the police because that is assault. Period. You do not do that to people. And he was like, I'll tell him. I'm so sorry. And he rode his bike away. But two times, the first boy looked like he was probably like 12 or 13. The second boy looked like he was like 15. He was bigger, and he had like a way bigger bike. Like his front tire was like above my head. Like it was a big ass bike. And he tried to hit me. I was shaking after that. And I went to the gym. I had a good workout. And then on the walk home, I was buzzing. I had my phone in one hand and my pepper spray in the other hand. Because I was like, ready. I need to make sure that if anything goes down, I'm instantly, as soon as I see some boys in black hoodies on a bike, record. And pepper spray ready. Because I'm going to record this attack and I'm going to spray your ass and knock you the fuck off your bike. Because you just tried to assault me. I'm done.
Tasha.
So yeah. If you have... terrifying. It's horrible. If you have a teenage boy or a boy that's a child, look at what they're watching. Because I bet you those kids are watching that woman-hating ass shit online. I bet you they are. I bet you they are, bro. Because why would it be me? Each time. I called the sheriff's department and reported it, and she was like, next time call 911 because that is an emergency.
Yeah.
That is assault, and we will be able to actually send somebody out there and look for those kids. And I was like, all right. And it's like, you don't want to be the one calling the police on the youth, but also like, you're going to assault me with your bike? Like, bro, you could have hurt me, bro.
Like, you could have seriously injured me.
You could have really put me in the hospital, trying to hit me in the head, on the collarbone with your fucking bike. Oh my God, girl.
Ooh. I'm so
terrible shit. I was so, first of all, really confused and like shook. Like, why? What is this? I've never seen or heard anything like that. So if you walk in, be careful. These teenage boys, girl.
Yeah, because I've seen them. We were talking about how that happened to us in the car, like with the bikes coming straight to the car and they do all that crazy stuff in the car. But I have not heard about anybody that happening while you're
looking right at you, rear up, and try to like hit you with their tire.
Oh, hell no. Yeah, they need their ass beat. They need their ass beat.
Next kid that's trying it is getting sprayed.
Literally.
And I'm going to post you. I'm posting you on Facebook. I'm posting you on Nextdoor. I'm posting you on Instagram because you're a badass little kid, and I hope I find your parents. Because that's what I was like, ooh, I'm going to talk to his mom so bad.
Literally, I'm like, your parents need to whoop your ass.
What in the fuck are you doing? What are you doing or not doing that has your son out here doing this?
Because if you're not whooping his ass, then he's going to get fucking pepper sprayed by a stranger.
And he's going to get arrested for assault and go to juvenile hall or wherever the hell they take kids
and
these
days. And we don't want
that
to be the case.
I don't want that to be the case. Like, that was my thing to where, like,
I can't care about you more than my well-being.
Right. My first instinct with the first boy was to grab his tire and throw him to the ground. But I was like, he doesn't have a helmet on, so I didn't do that. I just jumped out of the way. The second boy, I thought about doing that too, but I had the pepper spray. So I was like, I'm going to spray. And I didn't even spray him. I could have just sprayed him, but I was like, I'm going to spray you back up. And then he tried to hit me again. And So next time, I'm not hesitating. I'm just going to spray you. I'm just going to fucking spray you.
That's a hard way to learn a lesson.
It is, but I'm done. I'm not about to be this. No. Hell no.
And this is my neighborhood. The fuck?
And even if it ain't, I'm not about to be assaulted quietly with no fight. Fuck you. The hell?
Oh, I absolutely abhor that.
Don't like it. Hate it. These little boys need their ass beat.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well.
Yeah. I know. That's why I was like, that one is cray. The other two, I was like, let me do some light twos.
And that happened last week?
That happened last week 2 different times. I think the first time was on Tuesday. The second time was on Friday or Saturday.
That is so crazy. I know Dale was hot.
Girl.
I know he wanted to go look for them little badass kids ASAP. Wow. Okay. Well, wow. Well, I'm so glad you're safe.
Me too. And my head is on a swivel.
I heard that. You're like, no walking meditation for me.
Hell to no. That's why walking meditation for me seemed like, nah, girl, I need to be aware.
Yes.
At all times.
At all times. Could you imagine trying to be walking meditation?
And you get hit by a bike? You might die. That's what I was telling the lady that I spoke to at the sheriff's office. I was like, I'm like younger and in shape. What if they do that to a woman who is not? What if for whatever reason, all types of people walk?
Yes.
Maybe you're hard of hearing. Maybe you're just absolutely not expecting this little boy to rear up on his back wheel and try to hit you with his bike.
Exactly.
Maybe you're not expecting that at all, because that's the last thing I thought that was going to happen when I walked past these boys.
Yep.
And yet,
here we are.
It's happened twice in the same week. That's crazy. Crazy.
Ew. Okay. Yeah, that's...
The kids in black hoodies. Sacramento, watch out.
Well, I will move into... Okay, I'm gonna stagger it. So my next one will be a little lighter. The protein push. Hate it. Why is there protein in every effing thing? I mean, okay, not why is there protein in everything, but in things that don't necessarily need to have protein.
Girl, protein Pop-Tarts?
Protein Pop-Tarts?
Protein Pop-Tarts popcorn. Is crazy.
Protein popcorn. I seen protein like energy drinks, and I'm just like, yo, what?
Protein coffee.
Protein coffees and things like that. You're like, yo, I think that if you... Maybe we just stick to the like regular whole food sources of protein. Like, I feel like protein bars have been around for so effing long.
A protein bar, a protein shake.
A protein shake.
I think I'm fine. Protein powder.
But if you're trying to get you're over here, like there's some, fitness people who be popping up on my timeline and they're like,
Trying to hit your protein numbers, baby.
Hit your protein numbers. Even if you need a little snack, a little treat, like protein Pop-Tart. Get you a protein Pop-Tart. It's got 10 grams of protein.
Eat the regular protein. I mean, eat the regular Pop-Tart, or have you some meat and cheese.
Right.
Protein.
It just feels like I'm very curious to see how what are the effects of getting protein from
You're gonna OD sources. On protein also. Imagine you're just I'm just gonna eat protein, everything, protein. Your body needs more than just protein, babe.
Yeah, I just don't like how they be.
And then what's that process like? Protein Pop-Tarts.
Exactly. What is that?
Protein breath mints. It's the high protein in a banana. Why? When I eat a banana, I just want banana. I can have protein. Matter of fact, one of my favorite little go-to snacks is a protein shake with a banana. That's an on-the-go breakfast.
Perfect.
I have it all.
Perfect. I don't like when the big food starts to commodify health or wellness trends or make it into a trend. Something that is is really good for you. Like protein really is good for you, but then you take it and you OD.
Yeah,
okay.
I feel like they're doing the same thing that they did. Well, maybe it's not the exact same, but remember gluten-free?
Yes.
I remember seeing gluten-free on water bottles. There's never been gluten in water. Why are you advertising your water as gluten-free?
Gluten-free. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Gluten-free was
gluten-free tea. When are y'all putting gluten in the tea? This isn't beer.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about? There's no gluten in this.
Yep.
I get it, saying gluten-free crackers, that's something, right? Because there's usually gluten in there. Gluten-free bread, that's stuff that needs the label because I need to know that there ain't no gluten in that bread. I need the gluten. But also for someone with celiac or who's trying to go gluten-free, it's nice to know. But if it's a goddamn allergy pill, why does it say gluten-free?
Gluten-free.
Or is there normally gluten in it? If not, we don't need the gluten-free label.
Yeah, no.
My God.
We're good. So, yeah, don't like that.
That's them trying to take our health consciousness and turn it into bullshit. Turn it into Pop-Tarts.
Yep.
Because what are we doing?
Yep.
Gluten-free Oreo.
Oh, you're trying to be healthy? Here's a way for you to still
eat our poison.
Yeah, exactly.
Eat our poison. It has protein and it's gluten-free.
Yeah, eat poison.
It's green. What the fuck does that mean?
It's organic. They put organic.
I know, it's organic, but it's not.
Organic Pop-Tart. You're like, what? It's not organic.
Oh gosh. Big food. Fuck you too.
Literally. Woo.
My next one is Usher defending Diddy.
Let's get into it. Usher's wifey.
He's my fave. Was my fave. Don't do me. Because I am now of the mind we can't have anyone. We cannot like any of these people that we don't know. Rarely ever do these people stand on business. Rarely ever are these people of their right mind. Rarely ever is this role model a role model. Not that he was ever my role model, but you get where I'm going.
Absolutely.
Wow, he could have said nothing.
He could have kept it very...
And instead, you spoke out in defense of Diddy. You know who else did? J. Cole. He didn't say he defends Diddy, but he did say he felt bad for Diddy. And he also said he felt bad for Drake, which, I mean, a lot of people feel bad for Drake. So people are mad at him for that. But,
feels bad for Diddy?
Or worries about his mental state. Why?
Was he worried about anybody else's mental state?
Are you worried about Cassie's mental state? Having to testify in court and relive all that shit while pregnant? Because that's whose mental state I was absolutely worried about. These men are menning. But also, I don't want to do men like that because not all men defend Diddy's behavior.
That's true. What
the fuck?
They don't. That's just
what are you doing? It's one thing to be like, oh, I still listen to Diddy's music. It's a whole other thing to be like, man, y'all got him messed up. I feel like he was portrayed negatively. He was doing negative stuff. What were we supposed to do? Throw a party for him?
People.
I'm not a therapist and I'm not your therapist. I am absolutely not about to cuddle and coddle you through your nonsense. That's crazy. You are insane.
Some people be talking about oh, well, he didn't go to jail for the things or prison for the things he did.
So
he only went to prison for the one thing. And it's like, Did you hear the story? They're like, it's not a crime to be a freak. Bro, it's not about him just being a fucking freak, which he absolutely was, or is.
He's a fucking menace.
He's a menace.
He's a menace. He's an actual menace.
To society.
To anyone that he can be a menace to, he's a menace. I'm sure he's a menace in that penitentiary as well.
We know he's put hits out on people.
He blew up somebody's car.
Mr. Muscuddy. Like, he's just, he's, you know, they try not to say, you know, trafficking people, but he was trafficking.
He was trafficking drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Trafficking drugs, which is illegal, by the way. He's a drug trafficker and distributor. Maybe he wasn't selling it, but he was absolutely giving that away. You're drugging people through baby oil. It's like, why don't you want to do consensual stuff? It's not a crime to be a consensual freak with another consensual freak, right. But it is a crime to be inebriating people and blurring the lines of consent. That is absolutely predatory and disgusting.
Yep.
It's gross.
Yep. It's disgusting. And speaking of commodifying things, he freaking made hella money on his quote,
little
best
sex
friends.
Tapes and all that.
I was gonna say his best friend's death, murder.
Oh yeah, we talking about Biggie.
We talking about Biggie, and it's just like there's so much. It gets deep, bro. But that's the hill you're gonna die on, Usher. And now I feel like the rumor where it was like, or the information, the pictures between
Justin Bieber and him,
that makes a lot more sense. Because I'm like, Usher, he also got into the game really young.
He did.
And he also had very young time connections with Diddy. Yep. You know what I mean? And so who knows what the hell Usher has experienced in his years in fame.
He has gone on interviews and said like he saw things that a kid his age should not have been seeing.
Exactly.
Which you already know it's far worse than what we would imagine. I doubt it was just drug use and whatever. I'm sure it was a lot nastier.
And when it comes to men, a lot of men, don't think of early like sexual encounters while being a child as being bad. They think of it as like a little bit like clout. Oh yeah, I had sex when I was 10, and you're like, oh my god.
That was actually...
It was my babysitter. Oh, she was hot. And you're like, yeah. And like freaking, did you hear Terrence Howard talking? And he was like, saying he had sex at 4 or some bullshit. What? That is disgusting. That is, you were taken advantage of. You were abused.
You're a baby.
And I'm thinking because Usher maybe grew up in the light, in the spotlight, you're thinking, and this is supposed to be cool, this is supposed to be fun, this is a part of the gig, this is a part you wouldn't understand if you're not in the light and in the life, so you just gotta give. I can't let my man Diddy, I never experienced those things from Diddy, so I can't necessarily speak on it.
I honestly am thinking, what if it's some sort of like
sex pack?
Like I'm literally like sex pack, or like he owes Diddy something. Maybe it's one of them things where it's like, you know how in Game of Thrones, like I called my bannermen, and they're all gonna ride into me. Yes, that's Diddy. They're all gonna ride into this battle with me. Maybe that's it. Maybe he's a bannerman, and Diddy was like, look, I'm down right now, and when I get out, I'm gonna need to know who's with me and who ain't. And maybe Diddy has something on Usher.
That's what I think.
They deal in this. They deal in blackmail. Yep. All of them. Yep. Like you think about, the so-called president right now. I'm sure that's a lot of the quote unquote loyalists. I'm sure you're not a loyalist. You are being threatened.
You're being threatened. Blackmailed.
You, your family, like you are afraid for yourself and your family. That is why that's why.
Yep. Things aren't good for you.
Shit isn't good. Shit is not. It's definitely not. This is not a sweet union. So I'm thinking it could be something like that, to where it's almost like, maybe there is a sense of like, I do owe you because you kind of helped me come up, and I wouldn't be Usher without you. But also, I don't want you to leak my video or whatever
it is.
And then he did put Justin Bieber on, and introduce him to Diddy and all the stuff.
And Justin Bieber did like those like, star camps at Diddy's house for weeks. Like, I'm just like, where are these parents?
Ooh, why would your mom drop you off at Diddy's house?
You are essentially
why would your mom let you move in with Diddy?
Star camp or whatever.
Or literally any grown man. Any grown man. You don't even know this man. You're going to drop your son off?
Just because they laughed and, made you feel welcome once?
Because they promised that he would be a star?
Because he's rich
for,
and famous?
For all of the Justin Biebers and the Ushers, we know there are people that encountered and endured those same things and did not become a star.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Just that promise, that is what they're abusing. I can make you a star.
Yeah.
Leave your son here. Mm-hmm. Abuse him.
Take good care of him.
Maybe he didn't respond well to the abuse. Mm-hmm. Kick him out. He's done. Yep. You can take it, though. You're going to be a star. Gross. Oh. That's what Hollywood seems like. Yeah, who can take the most abuse?
Yeah.
Whether it's being overworked, underpaid, or abused, raped, molested, totally, treated like a piece of meat. Mm-hmm. How out of pocket can we get with you? Mm. But yeah, Usher, I can't defend this. And I don't want to. And I don't have to. And I think I wish more of us would know this. Like, if you're one of those celebrity worship type people and you just like the people you like, it's okay if you just quietly like that person. Like, you do not need to publicly defend them. You do not need to make everybody else like them. It's okay if you're just like, you know what? I know everybody thinks this person is problematic. We all probably have somebody that's problematic to the PC, to the public, to large groups of people that we are quietly just like, well, I'm still gonna, that album is just,
it's too good to let go.
But would you ever shout from the rooftops, leave Britney alone? I mean, not specifically Britney, but like whoever that artist is, absolutely not. No. You're not gonna do that. No. When they start bashing the person, you're like, yeah, they did do that.
They did do that.
That is true.
That's fucked up.
That is true. Maybe I'm gonna listen to the album for a few weeks. Until that song comes to my head, I'm like, oh, it's just good.
It's just good. They just put
it's okay. You don't have to defend the artist to like the art, baby.
Yeah.
Let's detach that.
As much
you love the art, you don't even know the artist. Calm down. Relax. Please. I don't know that man.
Oof, and I don't want to, clearly.
I don't know that man.
Yo.
And damn.
Speaking of I don't know that man and damn.
Cesar effing Chavez.
Oh
my God. Gosh. Are they going to rename the park?
I don't know. The holiday, which was yesterday, Tuesday.
And that's why nobody say nothing.
Nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing. So,
God, as if Latinos ain't going through enough. Jeez.
Gotta lose an icon.
Okay.
So if you don't know, something that we clearly do not like at all, again, abhor. Cesar Chavez,
a rapist.
He is the co-founder of course, one of the most revered Latino civil rights workers movements in history. He raped, also trigger warning, he raped Dolores Huerta, who's also the co-founder of that same movement. And a lot of people don't know, a lot of folks, I guess, maybe outside of California don't know so much about Dolores Huerta. Like, Cesar Chavez was revered because
he was the man, or eye roll.
Yeah, he was the man, and he was like the face of the movement, whereas Dolores, Miss Huerta, was like kind of like on the backside of things, doing like a lot of the legal aspects, the paperwork aspects.
The legwork?
The legwork of it. And, but people don't, she does not, for a long time, she just has not gotten the respect on her name as Cesar Chavez
There's a silver lining.
Yeah, so that is very cool. In the last couple of years, she definitely has a lot of her, I got to meet her too. She's so sweet.
It's crazy when you think, like, she's still alive.
Yeah, she's like 96, I think.
Doing it.
She's 95. And she did also recently, I think when Biden was president, she got the
Medal of Honor?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yes, because, hello, she is still alive to this day.
Honor her, give her things.
Right.
Ooh, and she's speaking her truth.
Yes, she is. So at 95 years old, she came forward and said to confirm that she was raped by Cesar Chavez in 1966, kept it a secret for 60 years because she feared it would destroy the farm worker movement she'd given her life to. And she said she also had 2 children from, mind you, the New York Times reported the story. So just throwing that out there.
Outlets, I saw it everywhere.
I did too. I was like, but yeah, it came out. She came out with the story, but there's also other stories that he sexually assaulted multiple women and girls, including children as young as 12.
Oh,
Children as young as 12. Also, both rapes were brought children out of it. So Dolores Huerta had 2 children by Cesar Chavez as well.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Family trauma.
One, she said the first time was more of a coercion, and the other time was a straight up just rape.
Oh my God.
And yeah, so Cesar Chavez Day celebrations were canceled.
Yep.
Cities are debating renaming schools and streets and
parks and things.
Yeah, and parks and things. I mean, here in Sacramento, we do have the Cesar Chavez Park.
Yep.
I mean, Cesar Chavez, Dolores Huerta did a lot of work right here.
They should rename it to Dolores Huerta.
They should. Dolores Huerta Park. Put some respect on her name. She is such a sweet
That's the right move, Sacramento.
Yes, it is. And I don't like that. These people,
it's everywhere. The pedophilia, the misogyny, the violence against women, the violence against children. It's permeating. Or permeated, and is still permeating throughout. It does not matter. It's not about race. It is not about class. It is not about amounts of money. It is everywhere.
Yes. And it makes you feel like, especially in this kind of situation with Cesar Chavez and the work that he did for the people, it makes you feel like, what do you do when, like, your hero, this icon, is now being shown as a predator? You know, like what are you supposed to do with that feeling? And anyways, I just don't like that. I don't like even having to be put in that fucking situation to think about that. Like, fuck.
But going back to what we were just saying, where it's like you can really appreciate the work that was done without needing to connect it to this man's face. And we have a living icon that absolutely was doing that work with him.
Yes.
You know, or he was doing it with her, really.
Right.
Okay, she was doing the work. They was putting his face on it. So we can absolutely appreciate the work done, but absolutely just, like, 2 things can be true.
Yeah.
This person can be disgusting, but also a trailblazer at the time in this particular situation.
Yeah.
So as messed up as it is, you know, that farm workers union and all of the rights and, you know, things that were negotiated and fought for in that movement are absolutely necessary, and we could build upon them. Definitely need to build upon them today.
Definitely.
But deplorable human.
Yeah.
In that regard. And he was violent and really just not good in that way.
So
it's a case of a bad person doing a good thing, and honestly, that's probably a lot of the time.
Yeah.
A lot of great things.
And it definitely, like, it cloaks the good stuff that you do, cloaks the predatory,
hell yeah. I think that
actions.
It's weird how some people, like, when they're thrust into a place, they're thrust onto, like, a pedestal, they want to get up there so that they can stomp down on someone. Not pick someone up, but stomp someone down. You want to use that to like, I don't know, because on one hand, it's like, okay, you are who you are. Right? The money, the power, the influence just amplifies that. But you were already this person.
Yeah.
So in one way, it's like, yeah, I'm sure a lot of that abuse was happening before he was this trailblazer. And then it probably continued afterwards, because it's like, who's going to check him?
Yeah.
And if you start getting away with stuff, you keep doing it.
And especially back in the day, like, ain't nobody listening. You're trying to take down these Cesar Chavez.
And
like,
you're a woman.
And you're a woman.
Or a little kid.
Yeah, exactly. Or a kid or a child.
The mother of a child.
Anyway.
And that's why when we say stuff like we need men, like these movements for children, for women, need men. Because we know that men a lot of these toxic ass men, they do a lot of things for the respect and the admiration of other men.
Yeah.
They want other men to look at them and be like, wow, I want to be like him. You know, they're looking for that male approval. They don't give a damn what a woman has to say. They don't care about children. They don't value that because they see it as weak or whatever the case. And so if you as a man can stand with women, stand with children, stand in front of a child and protect them, stand in front of a woman and protect us and say these things with us, you can help us. And we do need that. We do need it.
Yep, we do.
Anyway, soapbox.
No, for real, but it's facts. It's fucking facts. Ugh. I like it.
We definitely don't like that. Last thing I don't like is very, personal and a little bit petty, but whatever. I don't like being seen in my bonnet by people who don't live with me.
That's real.
If we live together, you're going to see me in my bonnet. You know what I'm saying? Waking up, going to bed, you'll see it. But anybody else, bro? No. The other day I was like cleaning up and I needed to run some stuff out to the garbage, and I didn't realize until I was outside at the garbage that's in the front of my house with the lid open, putting the thing in, and I was like, my bonnet. And so I like panicked, threw it in, and ran back in the house. I was like, oh my God. I thought about snatching it off outside, but I was like, that might be even more embarrassing because I don't even know what's under what you know how sometimes you take your bonnet off and your hair's all
stuck together,
matted,
close.
Not matted, but just kind of like all one piece, and you gotta shake it out. Yes. So I was like, yeah, let me just go inside, and I was like, oh, took off my bonnet. I was like, I don't like that. Like I realized I don't like it. I don't care what anyone else thinks. I don't want to be outside in a bonnet. I just don't. More power to you. Honestly, I do feel like some people pull off a bonnet better than I do. You know, have you ever seen someone in a bonnet and you're just like, okay, girl, like you're kind of making it look not
so crazy.
Not like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually I feel like they have their makeup done. Like, you know what I mean? Like the folks who I see, if they have their bonnet, it's like, okay, like you beat. Like you're going somewhere, you're keeping your hair protected. Yeah. It's like, okay, it gives more, I'm protecting.
Like, yeah, glam squad.
Yes.
Got out the chair.
Yes.
See, and I don't think I've ever had my face done with a bonnet.
No, I don't think I ever have either. Because if I'm doing my makeup, let me get this off.
Like, the bonnet comes off because I gotta wash my face. Like brush my teeth, wash my face. The bonnet has to come off.
Literally, I need to see the full picture. You know,
I need to see what my hair look like.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. The bonnet's blocking the major player here.
And I look at it and see like bed, tired, sleepy. Did you brush your teeth?
Like what's?
Yikes, girl, you okay? You going through it? You having a tough time? I know, like, sometimes when I be sick, I just have the bonnet on because I ain't going nowhere. I'm in bed.
Facts.
Bonnet is on.
Yeah.
So anyway, my bonnet is definitely not for the outside. Also, I put my bonnet on my pillow. I don't want my bonnet on outside air.
That too. No.
I sleep on that. I put that on my head after a shower, after a wash, hair nice and clean, plaited. I don't want no dirty, nasty outside bonnet.
No, this is my inside.
This is inside.
This is bed bonnet.
Yeah, this is bed bonnet. I feel like same with house shoes. I hate seeing people walking around in slippers. Or you see somebody, ever been at someone's house, they have on slippers and they just walk outside and they go with the slippers. What the hell's going on? Aren't they called house shoes?
There's no point.
You got them on outside.
There's no point now.
These are not house shoes.
No.
They're not.
I mean, I guess they could be, but that is not saving you. It's not saving the inside from the outside.
It's so not. I feel like it's defeating the purpose.
It's defeating the purpose.
Oof. Never. Don't wear your house shoes outside, people. And, no judgment if you like to wear your bonnet and you don't mind. But because I took a red-eye flight and I was like, should I just wear my bonnet? And I was like, no. I did a silk scarf and my hood.
There you go. Yeah.
Which is like... I don't know. Maybe some people might be like, it's the same thing. Like, not to me.
Not to me.
Not to me. My bonnet is packed.
Yep. My bonnet is going to see the telly.
Okay, my bonnet is in my suitcase.
Okay, thank you.
That's for the bed. That'll move us on to our thank you. Tay, you have someone or something you want to thank?
I do.
Who is it?
So this gentleman, his name is Derek Downey Jr. Known to many on the socials as the squirrel whisperer.
Okay.
He's like black man. He has like a really close relationship with these squirrels. He really knows how to like, he makes stuff for them and they like will come up to him and it's just very cool. But he had a freaking side mission and created an app called Dual Shot Recorder. And it records both vertically and horizontally at the same time in one take.
Wow.
So you don't have to worry about like,
having two phones recording
or messing with messing with like the ratios.
Oh my
and
God.
Now my face is hella zoomed in, and things like that. And not only that, it saves as soon as you're done recording, it saves in your phone as 2 separate files. So you don't even have to like separate them.
What a genius.
Genius, man. And all your fave influencers are like talking about it. Like I've seen a lot of like some of my favorite like black influencers talk about and I'm like, I heard that, and he's charging like $6.99 for it. I downloaded it. If you're looking for it, it's a great way to spend $7. And in the first 24 hours, it reached the #1 paid app.
Because we all want less work, right?
Yes. I'm like, that's a great message to just be like, follow it. Sometimes the side mission thought pays off. Sometimes it's something nobody ever thought about yet.
And that really is in line with what we were talking about when it comes to this timeline, these expectations, and this what we think. Like literally what I was thinking about, like you make this plan and if it's not this, and when you let your mind wander and let the possibilities not just be it needs to be this or that because this is who I am. And it's like, no, you are all things, baby. You are human. Yeah. You're all everything all at once. Mm-hmm. You could be a squirrel whisperer and an app developer, babe.
Hello.
You can be both.
You can be both.
It doesn't seem like that, but guess what? We're human. We are capable of both.
And there are no rules. We make the rules.
We make the dang rules. And that's if this crazy ass shit that's going on doesn't tell you anything, honey, try it. Mm-hmm. Try it. So unqualified is our government and everybody doing whatever they're supposed to be doing that they ain't doing. If they could not do and be anyway.
Yes.
If they could do or not do whatever the hell they're doing and get paid and all this nonsense, they could be failing the way that they are epically, totally failing right now. You can absolutely try something just to see if it works. Who knows? It might work. It might be.
It might truly be an overnight success.
In an oversaturated market. Yeah. You could still be the only one doing it how you're doing it. So,
hello.
Give it a go.
Exactly. So thank you, Derek Downey Jr. for not only the app, but for a great, like, inspirational, I don't know, time in life.
Absolutely.
We need that.
You just changed the game.
For real. But with that, we're going to go ahead and start to close out. You can find us on socials at howtobereal. I'm at justsay_tay.
And I'm at the Tasha B.
And if you want to send us a listener letter or some advice or just say hey, you can send us an email, heyhowtobereal@gmail.com. And as always, we're not therapists, y'all. Clearly, we over here, we got therapists.
That we do. So these are offerings, suggestions.
Yep. So, take it all with a grain of salt. And this week's Random Reel is on me.
Show is. Keep talking.
Here we go. I read this just a real simple, punchy quote from Layla Delilah. Mm-hmm. I don't know how I always only see her online.
Same. It's like, I've never heard anyone say that name out loud. So you're just like,
yeah. So either way, she said, call yourself out, but love yourself through it. And I feel like that is so timely. Call it out, love through.
I love that. It reminds me of, I wrote in my Substack, I was like, being that vulnerable person, you also need the person who's going to be like your mom and be like, you fell on the ground, you're like, I can't get up. You're like, yes, you can. Come on.
You got it.
You can get up.
Yes.
You can get up. But you also need to be, the way a mom would and be like, I'm not just going to be super harsh. I am going to love you through it. Mm-hmm. You can get up. Come on. You got it. See, look, you did it. Mm-hmm. Look at you getting up.
Like, I'm so proud of you. Yeah.
You did that. Mm-hmm. Now, do you want some ice cream? Because I know that hurt.
Yes. Yes. A little call out with a little love.
Give that love to you. Oh, my God, please.
Please.
Give that love to you and do your best to spread as much as you can.
So, with that, stay real.